Afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of Aussie Wine Lovers. A lot of us Aussies love a nice wine. And to be honest, I've seen a lot of videos lately online that don't explain a lot. They all seem to want to, rate the best wines in Australia. So not everyone can afford to spend $1,000 on a bottle of Penfolds Grange. Especially if it's going to be a nightly drinker. That's an expensive little habit there. No, this is more about your everyday drinker. The majority of us, we're not going to go out and buy a bottle of wine and then decanter it for 8 hours and then drink it. No, we're not going to do that. That's the majority of us are who are everyday drinkers. Like we'll have a glass of wine at night time, something like that, or have it with tea, or we might have 2 or 3 because we'll have appetizers, tea, and then maybe a bit of dessert. Whatever you want to have, however you want to have it, fantastic. Now you can get a lot of good wines. You don't have to pay a fortune for them. It's hard to find, I know. You go into Dan Murphy's, we've got like a bunch of wines here. There's a good, 30 odd bottles of wine we've got. We don't know what a lot of those taste like because they're all different. We haven't tried them yet. We have tried a lot of wines so far, just to see what they're like, and there has been somewhere we've unfortunately had to either give them away or tip them out because they're just not our taste. Now here we've got an example. We've got Penfolds Max's Shiraz 2022. Really, I don't see a lot of difference in the years, but some years there's slight difference. Then we've also got Growers Gate Cab Sauv. So you've got a Shiraz and you've got a Cab Sauv. Now, you don't want to go splitting too many hairs. The majority of us Australians, we like something that tastes good to us. If it tastes good, we'll buy it. So this is going to give you a little bit of an idea. I've never been a huge red wine drinker. I've never been a huge wine drinker, full stop. Like the wife would usually get like a bottle of Moscato or something, once in a blue moon, and it's like, okay, fair enough. A nice sweet wine there, especially for summertime. But I think the problem was, like, say 12 years ago, when I was working in bars, we used to get our knockoff drink, and there was one occasion where the beer lines were being cleaned, and they said, oh, do you want a glass of wine instead? And they said, we've already poured this one, and it was a glass of Pepper Jack Shiraz. And I tried it and I really liked it. And I was like, oh, that's actually really nice. But then over the years, probably by about 2014, 2015, once in a while, maybe 2 times a year we'd get a bottle of red wine, usually a bottle of Pepper Jack. And by 2015, I bought a bottle of Pepper Jack and the quality had dropped way out. It was like, that's just not my flavour anymore. I literally probably had half a glass out of that bottle and we used the rest for cooking. But then I bought another bottle early this year and it was still the same thing. I did not like it. I think, honestly, the quality for me of Pepper Jack has fallen right off. So it's not that trusty, fantastic wine it used to be anymore, which is very unfortunate. Still okay and great to have with a piece of steak, but as a sit-down nightly drinker, yeah, not as good anymore. If you want something with that bit of bite to it, like Pepper Jack used to have, nice smooth bite, it was really nice. You're looking more at something like the St. Hallett, Black Clay, Cab Sav, or the Shiraz. They are fantastic. I really enjoy those. You got a lot of great wines out there that are in that price range. If you want to spend around that $20 to $25 price range, you got your lumber. I think it's Matthews Road Shiraz or Cab Sav. The Pinot Noir from those guys is absolutely sensational. I had that the other night, and as I said, normally we might have one glass of wine a night. I opened up that bottle and had a glass, and was quite inclined to finish off the entire bottle. That was a very nice wine, that one. Alright, so we'll see what the differences are. I mean, I know that's a Cab Sav, that's a Shiraz, but looking at that, as you can see, it is a bit lighter. Are we really worried too much about the colour of our wine? Personally, no. I just like to know that if it tastes good, and I think the majority of Australians, like 90% of us who buy wine to drink at the night time, we want to know, does that taste good? Growers Gate, very popular wine through Steve's Liquor, or also known affectionately as the Bottle-O. It's one of their standard wines. It's around $12 a bottle. Ooh. For $12. That's fantastic. That is mellow. It's fruity, like that dark fruit. Oh, it's got a little bit of sweetness there. That is for $12. Wow, that is awesome. Absolutely love it. You got probably about a medium body, so it's not full bodied. It's not like with flavour and power. It's medium. That's a fantastic wine for a $12 bottle of Cab Sav. Jump on it. Sensational. And here we go with the Penfolds Max's Shiraz. That is very nice too. Now, big difference here. This one is really mellow. The Max's Shiraz is really mellow. I would say that's more of a lighter bodied wine. It's more what people would call a little on the elegant side. You got no real bite. You got a touch of dry tannin there, just a touch. It is, as you can see, a lot darker. It is a really nice wine. You're paying around $30. That's about the minimum I've seen for just the regular price. I believe I've seen a couple of bottle shops have had it on special recently. One had it for a special of $27. Another one I think was around $24, which is a pretty good buy considering it's usually around $30. But as I said, not a lot of sweetness. I do find that with how mellow it is, it does kind of cut away some of the flavour. This seems like a wine where you smell it, and that first sip is like, ooh, you're just waiting for that flavour to really hit you, but it's like it's very subdued and it just kicks back. So if you like a light-bodied wine, the Max's Shiraz from Penfolds, it's very light-bodied. It's mellow. It has got that light, fruity flavour and the berry flavour in there, but very easy to drink. But yeah, there does have the dry tannins on the end. So $30 for the Penfolds Max's Shiraz. And the Grower's Gate, which as you can see, it's a bit lighter in colour around there. That's more my style. It is mellow. It has a beautiful dark fruity and berry flavour in there. You know, and the flavour actually lingers just a little longer on the tongue, and it's not as dry as the Penfolds Max Shiraz. As I said, for $12, you know, compared to $30. But once again, it's your personal flavour, your personal palate. If you like the lighter bodied wine, one that's very mellow, almost elegant, then the Max's Shiraz from Penfolds is your way to go. If you like something that's mellow, but yet it's medium bodied, it's got a great dark fruit flavour, and it just lingers on your tongue, it's not as dry, then Grower's Gate. That is a sensational Cab Sav right there. But once again, a lot of people, they drink Shiraz, they like to stick to Shiraz. They drink Cab Sav, they like to stick to Cab Sav. Me personally, and even my wife, we like to try different things and see what the good ones are that we can find. We've found some, pretty terrible ones, unfortunately. But we don't just drink red wine either. We also drink white wines as well, so we try them out as well. And there's been a few of those that unfortunately have gone down the sink because, yeah, no, not very nice. But, unfortunately we don't know anyone around that actually drinks white wine, so it's not like we can just go, here you go. But yeah, and just so you know, we do have some that we've put aside for cooking, so we're not just throwing them all away. So yeah, fantastic if you live near a Steve's Bottle. Definitely check out the Grower's Gate. That is absolutely beautiful. And as I said, for $12, what do you got to lose? Well, thank you very much for everyone for this first video. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you.